Welcome to the Political News Report, politicalnewsreport.com. Article for you from the Rare Foundation about Santa Claus Schwab'S School for Cooties Dictators, plan for the Great Reset. The article is based on interviews that they have done with this gentleman, Ernst Wolf, who is an economist and an author in Germany. And according to the article, Mr. Wolf believes that a hidden alliance of political and corporate leaders is exploiting the pandemic with the aim of crashing national economies and introducing a global digital currency. And while that is an interesting story in itself, what Mr. Wolf believes is going on, the reason I'm bringing this story to your attention is because in the article, there's discussion about this organization that's tied to the World Economic Forum that I never heard of before. Let me read a little bit for you. How is it that more than 190 governments from all over the world ended up dealing with the Cooties scare in almost exactly the same manner, with lockdowns, mask mandates, and Cooties cards now being commonplace everywhere? He suggests that the answer may lie in an organization called the Young Global Leaders School, which was established and managed by Santa Claus Schwab of the World Economic Forum, and that many of today's prominent political and business leaders passed through on their way to the top. The article gives some history and background of Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum. Then the article gets to the point that I thought was of particular interest, and that's the part where they talk about how in 1992, Schwab established a parallel institution to the World Economic Forum, and that was called the Global Leaders for Tomorrow School. It was reestablished in 2004 as the Young Global Leaders. Members of the school's very first class in 1992 already included many who went on to become important liberal political figures, such as Angela Merkel of Germany, Nicolas Sarkozy of France, and Tony Blair of the UK. Other notable names on the school's roster are Jacinda Ardern, the Prime Minister of New Zealand, Emmanuel Macron, the current President of France. The article says, we also find California Governor Gavin Newsom on the list, who was selected for the class of 2005, and U.S. Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg. The article points out that all of these politicians who were in office during the past 2 years have favored harsh responses to the Cooties scare, and which also happened to considerably increase their respective government's power. But wait, there's even more. Anybody recognize these guys? Jeff Bezos on the left there of Amazon, and Bill Gates of Microsoft, and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and Gavi on the right. These men apparently also are alumni. And here's an important point, and this is speculative, admittedly, but Mr. Wolf apparently believes that the people behind the World Economic Forum and the Global Leaders School are the ones who really determine who will become political leaders, although he stresses that he doesn't believe that Santa Claus Schwab himself is the one making these decisions, but is merely a facilitator. I would have to agree with that, just based on observation of not only what's in this article, but on what's transpired over not only the last couple of years, but what's been going on for the past couple of decades, really, as well. A couple of other interesting points that Mr. Wolf makes is that, one, very few of the graduates of the Global Leaders School apparently list it on their CVs, and two, most of the Global Leaders graduates have very sparse CVs apart from their participation in the program prior to being elevated to positions of power. As I said, the article engages in a bit of speculation about what these people are doing, but provides some good info as well. I brought it to your attention because the Young Global Leaders School appears to have several alumni who are all peddling the Cooties scare and the destructive policies that are destroying lives and livelihoods all over the world while making them even more rich and more powerful. It seems to me that the crux of this article really is Mr. Wolf's contention that these people are really just front men and women for a shadowy group that wants to essentially enslave humanity in an Orwellian technocratic serfdom. And they may be trying to achieve that by destroying the world's economies and the smaller economic players. That's my take on it. I'd like to know what you think, so leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.